Sk8 the Infinity has some of the most basic storytelling I have ever seen. And that's okay. It has two best friends as the main characters. It has a secret world that is taken so seriously, you would think it was Armageddon if somebody lost. And every one of these people think that they can be the best at what they do. None of this is original, and you can pick out which characters were inspired from which shows. But it doesn't really matter, because every once in a while, this happens. And this. And this. Also that. Plus this. Plus that. Anyway, you get the point. It's about skateboarding, and skateboarding is really cool. Whereas a battle show like My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball, or Naruto get their adrenaline from physical beatdowns, Sk8 the Infinity gets theirs from downhill skateboard battles that resemble Tokyo Drift more than they do Goku vs. Vegeta. And I specify battles for a reason, as most would at first see these as races, but there are some very loose rules when it comes to what you can't do to your opponents, as seen above. My personal favorite is the main bad guy's special attack of full-blown assault, and the crowd seems to only care about how this will impact the race, and not the health of the racers involved. The main character is a transfer student, another cliche, who instantly picks up skateboarding using his innate natural talent from snowboarding. Now, there are not too many similarities between the two other than they both have a board and you usually go downhill. So our snowboarder ties his feet down to the board and flies down to the mountain to try to simulate snowboarding as much as possible. His snowboarding talents give him an advantage that these old traditional skateboarders don't have: unpredictability. But it gets even better. His best friend teaches him how to skate and builds him a custom board with rotating trucks that more resemble snowboarding than they do skateboarding. Now, I know your first question may be, can you even ride a skateboard with rotating trucks, and is this even possible? Well, after minutes of research, I can tell you that, kinda, not really though. Basically, there are two real-life alternatives that I could find: the waterborne surf mount and the afterskate. The waterborne surf mount seems to be the most usable, with a rotating mount on the front truck, and it's able to let you shift your weight from side to side to gain momentum, kind of like, surfing, waterborne. But in the show, they have these rotating trucks on both sides, and the only version of that I could find was the alterskate, or afterskate, whichever one it is, just put it right there, which is more of a ripstick than an actual skateboard. It seems to have a very hard learning curve and can't really be used at high speeds, and you definitely wouldn't be able to do this. If the full-blown assault didn't let you know earlier, this show was not going to be realistic. So what else breaks reality to come into the super serious skateboarding world? How about an Ironman board that can shift itself at will, give recommendations of the angle of approach, and basically do everything but ride the board? How about a muscle-bound longboarder who can jump into a wall and use it as backing to pick up even more speed? How about I didn't look up his age, it's right there, it's going to be very young, year-old whiz kid who was trained by the main bad guy. And speaking of the main bad guy, what about the psychopathic and homoerotic skateboarding Joker who is clearly inspired by Hunter x Hunter's Hisoka? But if none of this wackiness sounds appealing to you, that's okay, because there are always shots of anime dudes flying down a mountain with various skateboarding animations that are incredible to watch. To end, I would like to give you this incredible crowd greeting for the modern era. Thank you.
Hey, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes!